fellow foodisans of YouTube. It is your girl TK, and I'm back today with another journal entry. Today's journal entry is a quick vegetable or side dish entry. I'm just gonna show you how I cook my kale in the Instant Pot. It's a quick recipe, not too hard, doesn't take long, maybe about 30 minutes depending on how tender you like your kale. And on the plus note, this recipe is actually vegan or vegetarian depending on what type of bouillon you use. So I'm going to stop yammering and I'll try not to talk too much through this video, and I'll just go ahead and get right into it. Let's go. All right, here I'm going to start off with sauteing my vegetables. And forgive me, I apparently forgot to record myself slicing the onion into the Instant Pot. So I have half an onion and 2 cloves of garlic. What I love about this Instant Pot is that, I mean, it's multifunctional. I can saute my vegetables in here, as you can see, or as you're about to see. I'm gonna cook the garlic and the onions in the pot first before I add all the rest of the seasonings and everything. And here I am stirring the onions and the garlic together to until they become fragrant. All right, and here I'm adding better than bouillon. This is, I believe, the roasted chicken flavor, but they have different flavors. There's I think a ham flavor, a beef flavor. I don't think there's a reduced sodium version, unfortunately, but there's a roasted vegetable flavor, if I'm not mistaken, and that's the one that I like to use, but all I had on hand this time was the chicken flavor. And I'm adding the water to not only rinse off that excess, no waste here, but also to get some water going in the Instant Pot for the vegetables.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.
All right, here I'm adding a little cumin. This is completely optional. You don't have to add it if you don't want to, but it is a good ingredient to have if you want to add a smoky flavor to your food, especially if you're not using meat. Like I'm not using it a lot of times in my green leafy vegetables. I don't use meat, so it's a good thing to use, but be careful because a little goes a long way. All right, and here I'm about to add some Lowry seasoned salt. It was only supposed to be about a half Well, no, I'm sorry, I take that back. About 3/4 of a tablespoon, but I don't know if you could see or not, but the salt had a mind of its own, or should I say the spout, and more salt came out than I expected. So I went ahead and kind of just reduced what I had originally intended on putting in there. All right, I have stopped the Instant Pot, or turned it off, to basically stir the greens, check the texture to see whether or not it's cooked to my liking, my doneness, or whatever, however you want to say it. And in this instance, it wasn't, so I did put it on for about another 5 minutes or so, if I'm not mistaken. It just wasn't tender enough for me. And this is the end result after I added the extra 5 minutes, and it was to my liking. It was tender. It had a lot of flavor. And as you can see, there is a bit of juice, liquid, whatever you want to call it, pot liquor if you're country. And I like it like that. Like, honestly, if I had some cornbread, okay, I'm just going to leave it at that. That's, if you know, you know, okay? So, but yeah, that was my quick recipe on how to make pressure cooked kale, essentially, in the Instant Pot. I'm so glad that you joined me today. I really appreciate you joining me for another journal entry. If you like the video, let me know. So please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Until then, take care.